If you'd rather scroll for hours than post a single thing, congratulations. You're part of the 10% that actually gets it. While everyone else is performing their life like it's a Netflix show, you're sitting in the audience taking notes. And honestly, that's not lazy. That's strategic. Picture this. You're at dinner, the food arrives, your friend immediately pulls out their phone, angles it perfectly, takes 17 photos, filters it, captions it, and finally takes a bite. Meanwhile, you've already eaten half your meal and you're wondering why they needed an audience for a salad. That's the difference between someone who lives for validation and someone who just lives. Here's the thing nobody talks about. When you don't post, you're not missing out on dopamine hits. You're running on a completely different operating system. You get your satisfaction from within, rather than from a bunch of strangers double tapping your vacation photos. While everyone else is chasing likes like they're collecting Pokemon cards, you're actually enjoying your experiences without needing to prove they happened. And you see through the performance in a way most people don't. You see the 18 takes before the final shot. You notice when someone posts their perfect relationship right after a massive fight. You understand that highlight reels aren't documentaries. Most people scroll and think they're seeing reality. You're watching a carefully edited show and you know it. You're not playing the game at all. And that's actually the smartest move. Here's where it gets interesting. The people who post the least often have the deepest relationships. Instead of typing happy birthday on someone's wall, you're actually calling them. Instead of liking their engagement photo, you're the person they called right after it happened. Your social energy goes to people who actually know you, not people who just know your curated persona. When was the last time a comment from a stranger made you feel as good as a real conversation with someone who gets you? And this hits different. You're living your life instead of documenting it. When you're at a concert, you're watching the concert, not watching it through your phone screen while recording it for people who weren't there and honestly don't care. Your brain isn't constantly calculating whether something is post-worthy. You're just experiencing things as they are. That sunset, you saw it with your actual eyes, not through a filter. That moment of pure joy, you felt it fully instead of interrupting it to grab your phone. That's not missing out. That's actually being there. Here's something most people haven't figured out yet. You don't owe the internet a documentary of your existence. Every time someone posts, they're opening themselves up to judgment, comparison, and the exhausting work of managing a public persona. You opted out of that, and that takes actual strength. This isn't secrecy, it's discernment. It's selective vulnerability. Not everything needs to be shared. Not every thought needs to be broadcasted. Not every experience needs an audience. Some things are just for you, and that's not only okay, it's healthy. The world tells you that if you're not posting, you're not living. You figured out that's backwards. You're living so fully, you don't need to prove it. So here's what your silence actually reveals. You draw confidence from within, not from notification counts. You see through the performance everyone else is buying into. You invest in real relationships instead of broadcasting to strangers. And you understand that presence beats documentation every single time. You're not antisocial. You're not boring, you're not missing out, you're just refusing to turn your life into content. And in a world where everyone's competing for attention, choosing to keep your peace is revolutionary. So tell me, when's the last time you actually posted something? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious. I explain behaviors like this every day, and I think you'll enjoy this one too. See you there. Bye.